Hello, everybody. It's the Millennial Trucker here. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to go straight to the point and wanted to show you a trick that I learned back when I was taking truck driving courses, aka Diesel College. So, what I did was to learn how to back up, and this is to learn how to back up. I didn't want to spend a lot of time or a lot of my truck time trying to figure out something that I could figure out outside of the truck. So I just wanted to get this concept of backing up wired into my head. And this is a very useful tool. This helped me tremendously. And if you're into video games, even if you're not, it's a good opportunity to get a head start on learning how to back up. At least get mentally prepared for it. So go to archive.org, and I will I'll post a link to the file here. But if you type in convoy, and if I sound a little subdued right now, it's at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just don't want to wake up the house. So it's a convoy 18, wheels of steel. And this is an old game. I think it came out, and I'm sure it'll tell me. Let's see. Well, it's at least 15 years old. Let's see. So yeah, if there's two entries to this. You want to get the one with the ISO image. You download this. It's 643 megabytes. After you're done downloading it, open it up in the File Explorer and just right click on it and put open with ... File Explorer, and it'll mount the image. It'll basically look like a CD-ROM drive, and that's the point. Once you get in there, hit setup or run. I think it's called setup. Just click that, and it should install the game for you on a Windows machine. So I will be right back. All right, hello everybody. We're back again. So this is the main menu, new game. I think I start out as with the day cab. Let's see, 18 Wheels of Steel. Okay. Hi Heather, the office manager. First time player should start in tutorial mode. Okay, I think I might just... Oh crap, it's gonna make me do it. Alright. Press E to start the truck engine. And I gotta hit the space bar to release the parking brake. So let's press C. If you press C, it'll change the view. So let's do the inside view, because this will probably be most relevant. Okay. And I need to find, you know what, let's just do the outdoor view. Okay. Because I gotta find the next stop right here. Alright. Easy. Oh crap, I'm gonna run over a cone. Crap. It's no good. Let's do the aerial view. That'd probably be a little better. Okay. Yeah, don't speed back like I just speed backed. You're gonna hit something. All right, great. Okay, back under the trailer. All right, where's that trailer? There it is. Cool. Yeah, I like this game just because it's straightforward, simple. When I found it, I just had the demo. I'm not really sure what the game really entails, but I never got past the yard just because I spent all the time just trying to learn how to back up. All right, so when you back up to the trailer, you want to be straight, obviously, and then the guy's not going to get out of the truck. It's going to have you hit T. So let's get to backing up. Okay. So let's turn the wheel to the left. You can see my little wheels. Turn to the right. Okay, so let's see what happens when you turn the wheel to the left and back up. And the trailer is gonna move to the right when you turn left. When you turn the wheel left. Let's do the view from the cab. Okay, so you could use the mouse to move around, to look at your mirrors. So you got your trailer to the left. You could barely see it to the right. So I'm going to turn the wheel to the left. And then back up. See what happens. All right, so that trailer's disappearing from the left mirror. It's now moving to the right. So when the idea is that if you see your trailer moving one way, let's say like if I move the steering wheel to the right and I back up, this is what's going to happen. So you stop and you're like, okay, well, how do I correct this? You turn the wheel towards the trailer. So it's to the left. I'm going to turn the wheel to the left when I back up. All right, so let's back up. So now it's going to straighten out. And see the trailer there, the trailer there. I should be just about straight right here. All right, close to it. But that's okay. All right, so let's see what happens if I move the wheel to the left. I'm not sure if that's what I did in the first place, but there's that. So this is what would be referred to as a blindside backing, because when you're at the driver's seat, when you're backing up, so let's do a 45-degree backup. Let's try to find a place to back up into. So let's use that dock. I'm just going to back up real quick over here. And then kind of start from there. This is kind of a messed up view, but because I'm trying to back up from the front, but I just want to. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Backing up too fast. Nothing's going to happen, but okay. That's fine. All right, so let's do a 45-degree back up into it. So you're 45 degrees at a 45-degree angle from where you want to be, which is pretty much anywhere on that dock, doesn't matter. So, okay. So I want to move that trailer, make it straight, or make it perpendicular to the dock. So what I need to do is move that trailer I want that rear of the trailer moving to the left as I'm backing up. So what we just learned right now, to make the trailer go to the left, we had to turn right. So, because we don't want to correct it. If you wanted to correct it, then correcting means just keeping your trailer on the intended path. So, I guess that's not really a good definition, but basically, if you want your trailer to be perpendicular to the dock, then you're going to have to turn your wheel to the opposite side. All right, to the right. There we go. Let's see how that looks like so far. Okay, we're on the right track. So I can't really get out and look in here, but I guess I kind of just did that. So I'm going to straighten out as I'm backing up, and because I want my tractor to be straight with the trailer as well. So I'm going to turn to the right and back up that way and see how that looks like. Okay, so I'm a little off. That's okay. You just drive forward. I think like in most places they'll want you to like when you straighten out, you move to the left, and then to the right to get it straightened out in a short distance. So I'm going to use those lines in the concrete to help guide the trailer. Oh, here's a cockpit view. Let's do that. Okay. So I don't see my trailer here, and I want to see it. So I turn the wheel to the right. Okay, and then I'm gonna straighten out. It's sometimes just gonna be like a little wiggling, just kind of like always correcting your path. But that's okay. You'll get it. It's just part of the learning process. All right, turn the wheel to the right or to the left. Straighten out. And you can start with however way you feel comfortable. I'm just doing it from the inside just because it's fun. Aerial view is probably better if you're just starting out, because you could see the wheels, your wheels going from one way or another. So you're just using your arrow keys. You're not paying attention to the ornament hanging down or the fan or anything like that, or messing around with the mouse. That's a lot to do. You just want to learn how a trailer reacts to the turn of the wheel as you're backing up or just doing different things. So yeah, all in all, this was a pretty good deal. Now here's a nugget. I might repeat it in the future. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you. So here is a trick that I learned a while back. I forgot who I learned it from. It's like, so with trucking, you just hear these things, and it's hard to give credit to anybody, because this is knowledge that's just passed along. So even if you did remember who told you, it probably wasn't their original idea, but it is a good one. So when you're setting up for a 45-degree angle, and that means if you're not always going to be in a situation where you're going to pull straight out, go 45 degrees, and then back up from there. Most of the time, you're going to be coming in parallel with the dock, and then you're going to have to set up. So I don't want to confuse you too much. So the nugget of wisdom here is that when you set up for a 45-degree backup, like at a shipper or like a truck stop or whatever, you want to imagine how your truck would look like if you were turning, if you were already in the spot that you wanted to be in, and how the truck and trailer would look like if you pulled out into a 45 degree. So for example, like I'm docked right now, so I'm gonna pull out. And I'm gonna imagine there's a trailer, truck, and there's tractor trailers on the right side of me and the left side of me. I should be at the part where there's cones, but just imagine that there's two trucks docked on either side of me. So I'm gonna pull up. Pull up, and then probably about right here, I'll start turning, just so I don't hit the other truck next to me. And then usually I'd pull out like that, and then go on my merry way. And that's how my truck's gonna look like. And that's how I kind of want my tractor trailer to be set up if I want to back up into that same spot. So that would give me pretty much the put me in the right position. So let's try to back up from that. It's getting dark in this game for some reason, but that's all right. So when I moved forward, I went up and then I turned left. And then now I'll do the opposite, is I'll back up, turning right and then I'll back up straight. So let's take off the parking brake. So let's turn the wheel to the right. Oh wait, never mind. What am I saying? Okay, so you want to do the opposite in the order, and you want to turn, have your wheel go into the left as you're backing up, and then just go straight back. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. It's just a little different with this video game. It's also a little different if you've been doing it long enough. Then you're going to come to a point where you're going to sort of forget what the actual mechanics are, because you're so used to doing it that your brain just does it. Just like with anything else, like just driving a car. It's like you don't really think about what you're doing just because you know how to do it. So, but it's good for me to talk about these things. All right, so let's back up. Oh. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll give you a pretty good advantage in the backing up department, because it's sort of backing up, especially at a truck stop. That's like a competitive sport. You truckers, if you're watching this, you might know what I'm talking about. Like late at night, full truck stop, and you see one parking spot or whatever, or even like people just sit up in the cab of their trucks. They're just doing whatever, just sitting in a front seat. It's usually the place to think, to think about your life, like where it's gone and why things are the way they are. And it's a philosopher, like a trucker philosopher hour. And then in comes a tractor trailer, a new one, just coming in, and they want to back up into a spot. So if you're sitting up front, if you're another driver sitting up front, just kind of not doing anything, you're going to be looking at that driver, how they back up. And if you're that driver backing up, you can feel the eyes on you. It's so weird, but you sort of want to The best thing to do, because it feels like a weird sort of pressure, but just remember you're in control of the truck and trailer. So don't feel like you have to be a hot shot and get it in the first time, because that's not the point. It's not nobody's nobody's really that impressed. If you get it in on the first try, the only person you're impressing is yourself. Nobody else really cares. They're not going to tell their grandkids the story about how about how you came in and just wowed the whole truck stop by just doing um, a backup on their first, like a blindside backup on their first try. It's just you're only impressing yourself. I remember the times when I have done that. I remember those times, and it's just like I am. It's you're more or less in competition with yourself, but um, always remember the safest route to go is to just take your time. And that's the biggest lesson. One of the biggest lessons I learned in truck driving is that um, you have to remember what's worth your time. Getting into an accident because you wanted to be a hot shot, uh, try to get it in, get your into your parking spot on the first try or whatever. It's like I'm not saying that it can't be done. Definitely can be done. Um, Also, doesn't matter if you've been driving for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 30. Um, some days you're just gonna have a crappy time backing up. It's just the way it is. Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. You're only as good as your last um, backup attempt. So, anyways, that's my tip for you. This is a pretty good game. It's realistic enough, and it's simple. It doesn't really take too much of your uh, power as far as your computer power. So even if you're not interested in trucking or whatever, this is something new to learn. Um, and it's fun too. Above all else, it is fun because you don't really have to worry about too much. You should play it realistically, but you could just, uh, you know, there's no real danger factor. But like I said, I when I played this while I was in trucking school, I played it as if it were um, if as if there were real consequences to maybe like just driving into a wall or something like that. So all right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you download this game. It is completely free, and I'll post a link in the description. And hopefully you'll be able to work on your backup game. Also, there's a demo version of this game. I don't think it takes up as much space on your hard drive, which I don't think it's really a problem for anybody anymore because this game takes up like 650 megabytes, like a CD-ROM's worth of data. So if you're operating a Packard Bell or a uh, let's see, I'm trying to think of an old like a yeah, if you have an old Packard Bell computer and you're trying to figure out your options, then this might be a good option to learn how to back up because it's not one of those um, like unrealistic trucking game where you had to drive across like hills and battle other truck drivers with machetes or whatnot. That this is just straight up, it's like okay, yeah, I'm in a truck. I gotta get this load from point A to point B. This is a real trucking game. They're not very exciting, but I'm glad that it's out there. So the company that made this, I think ValueSoft or something like that. Anyways, subscribe, like, and I hope to see you next time.